Welcome to the artwork of CP, everyone, / welcome to Ask Win. For those of you who are listening on the Ask Win side, this episode is sponsored by Wayne Altman of Melody Cloud, and Wayne is still working away on the app, and Wayne is still working away on his company, Melody Cloud. And so if you go back and listen on the Ask Win feed to hear Wayne speak about it. And I am having Wayne back with his business partner sometime soon. And so today, because Danielle is moving slow, and she'll admit this, that she's moving slow, we decided to scrap the idea of Don't Touch My Body and just do a Thanksgiving episode. So that way, if you're standing in the kitchen, and which I know you guys do, because people have actually told me they stand in the kitchen and listen to me or listen to hopefully some other podcasts, including my own. But since you guys are standing in the kitchen, and since you may have little ears listening, I decided let's not do Don't Touch My Body because of Thanksgiving. Let's not do anything scary or anything that you would have to explain to the nieces and nephews and even your kids about, because I don't know who's going to be listening to the Thanksgiving episode. So I am actually going to go first on this episode because Danielle, as I said, she's moving slow after doing 6 shows of Mary Poppins, 3 months of 3 months of rehearsal, and so I'm going to take it away because she is sitting somewhere that she can't necessarily talk. She's listening to me name on, but she's drinking a nice chai tea at this point as we record this, you guys, as we record this, because she deserves to move slow. So after the insanity of Mary Poppins. So yes. So I'm going to take it away and let her finish up, and then she's going to take it away. And so number one, it has to be, I'm grateful for this podcast that's kept me, that's opened so many doors. I can't tell you how many doors it's opened, and me just motivational speaking has opened. And I'm also grateful for the move I did in 2022 and in March of 2022. And yeah, it's been a wild one. It's even gotten more wild in this past year, but it's been no, I didn't move in 2020. I moved in 2022. Well, oh, never mind. See, never mind. 2021. 2021. I did not. You guys, there goes my brain. See, brain thought. Yeah, 2021. not 2022. No, because, yeah, thank you, Missy, for keeping me on track. No, and my co-host always corrects me on these things. So it was 2021 because that's what why I'm thinking 2022 is because we I sold my house in 2020, which selling a house in the middle of a pandemic was wild too. And then I moved in 2021 down here because, yeah, because that's the way wind does it. Wind moves and sells houses in the middle of a pandemic. And I'm like, yeah, that's wild. Wild. Talk about the big brave step, moving by yourself in the middle of a pandemic to a state you don't know, you have never ever visited, and you have no family support, no family support, and all you're doing is moving down there for amazing housing opportunity. And yeah, I would not recommend that. I would not recommend you move, you look at a house during the pandemic, and I would not recommend that you sell a house during the pandemic either. But that's the way the housing market evolved at the time. And I am so lucky I got out of there when I did, because if you guys have been following the Aspen Times, they're still battling the housing permits to the building permits. They're still battling the building permits up there. And some, believe it or not, I think some assets too. And it's like, I am so lucky that number one, I got grandfathered in. I found this out later. I find this out later after I move, after I sell this house. I find this out later that I got grandfathered in, because so I didn't have to necessarily do the housing battle. Otherwise, I would have done it from down here. I would have gone on Zoom and battled my way. But I am so grateful that I sold when I did, and I moved down here in 2021 because looking back on it, it's it's a heck of a lot easier living in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's a heck of a lot easier not dealing with the cold and the snow. Even though I love the cold and the snow, it's pretty to look at. It's pretty to look at, and I'm always welcome back to go ski. But and I have been invited to, well, not so much anymore because I thought that was going to work out. I've been invited to a program up in Flagstaff, which again is 4 hours away from me, 5 hours in a good day. And so 4 to 5 hours, and no, nope, 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 nope. I would rather if I had the opportunities to get a ski pass, go home being Aspen, Colorado, and ski for 2 weeks. I would rather do that. I would rather pay the expense of a hotel room, and I would rather do that, not necessarily go up to a program where I don't know. And yeah, nope, 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 nope. I'm picky when it comes to certain stuff, and skiing is one of them. Thank you very much. So even though I'm grateful to move down here, there is some aspects of home that I will always miss, always miss. and one of them is sitting on the other side of the screen. Again, I'm grateful for technology, but at the same time, I'm not so grateful that I can't hug her. I'm not so grateful that I can't hug my BFF because I'm grateful for technology, but I'm not so grateful that I left as quickly as I did, and I didn't get to say goodbye. I mean, I didn't get to say goodbye to people. And that was tough because I'm a people person. I don't care whether we're doing paperwork, whether they're doing paperwork and I'm in the same room, whether we're speaking to aides around the kitchen table. I don't know. Yeah, I'm grateful for technology, but I still miss the people that understand me. And Arizona's, uh, I'm grateful for this housing opportunity, as I said, but Arizona's just a weird state politically, and and to be honest with you, Arizona wasn't my first choice, and yeah, the only reason why I came down here is because of the housing opportunity. That's the only reason why I came down here. Arizona wouldn't have been my first choice. Housing opportunity was given to me, so I said I'll take a look at it. But and I had to make that housing decision in 24 hours, mind you, 48 hours. And so Arizona is not my first choice. I mean, true Arizonans that live down here have been very nice to me. But other than that, Arizona has its quirks. Arizona has its quirks, and I quickly discovered that and this is the next thing I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that we have um, mass transportation. And so what you may hear me bitch and complain about it. You may hear me bitch and complain about it on the occasion, but and then shaking her head yes because she knows why, and I'll get to that story later in the next couple months. And so I will, I'm grateful for the transportation options that we have down here, but still, it's not Aspen by any means. It's not, no, it's not Aspen by any means. And now I have to play with the bus system, which the bus system is about to drive me absolutely bananas because they will tell you when I called them this morning, I said, well, can't you pick me up at 2:15 after a 2 p.m. appointment? They go, no, the 2:15's booked. I said, fine, I'll take 2:30 to get me home. And it's like, really, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's not Aspen transportation. Let's just put it that way. It's I'm grateful that we have it, but yeah, it needs work. It needs work, and I'm slowly, that's one of the other projects I'm taking on after we get this sound wall up in the building. I am taking on the city of Phoenix and doing dealing with the buses and dealing with public transportation because people know this about me people know that I've been to my own bum. I see stuff until it gets over with and through. And when I'm on a mission, I literally see stuff until it gets through. So that's my next project. The bus system is my next project when I get this sound wall up and rolling, and as 2023 hits, where I'm going to be a champion for the bus system, because the bus system needs to improve down there. I'm grateful that we have it, but it needs to definitely improve. And I'm also grateful that I have my aides, even though working with an agency has been interesting, interesting to say the least. And working with some of these aides has been interesting to say the least. I know, I shouldn't say I think, I know I have a good team now. I know, but it's been interesting. And I was grateful for the experience of my roommate, of having a roommate and learning about that too. And so I'm also grateful for mental health. I'm also, for those of you that don't know, I am in counseling. And for those of you, now this was by my own choice. Um, we'll get to that story at a later date, why it was at my own choice. And for those of you that don't know, I am in a free counseling group every single weekend and every single Saturday morning. So I go from my podcast to free counseling, and free counseling along with paid counseling has helped me a lot. And I will get into that story, mental health and cerebral palsy, maybe the week. Danielle, before I toss it over to you, I have a question for you. Should we do this mental health and CP after Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I figured, because Christmas is even tougher and Hanukkah is even tougher. These holidays are not so much Halloween, but Thanksgiving and Christmas are one of the toughest holidays, and people will tell you that. And so Hanukkah, Christmas, and Thanksgiving are toughest holidays out there, because it's a lot of family coming out of the woodwork and all that good stuff. So I was going to turn it over to Danielle now that she's not moving so slow and doesn't have a drinking eye. I'm going to turn it over to Danielle, and I'll leave it at that. Danielle, take it away.
Yeah. Small, de, pas avec you. Yeah. Small, le, live, le, na, I, ha, tu, me, may, yeah, no, ra, I, peux, tu, you, here, le, ça, le, p, n, c.
Wow, yes. And speaking of Carolyn Gaspin, Pete, but I might as well throw this out there, you guys. When she mentions, when Annabelle mentions PT, I know this because I've done it for several years when I was out there. Danielle and I were one of the original members of this amazing, 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 amazing PT program and amazing, amazing, amazing Challenge Aspen. That's how Challenge Aspen has been an integral part of our lives for God knows how many years.
Yeah, ha, yeah, everybody.
Yep, including me. And so God knows how many years we've
Yeah.
had and everyone. And so God knows how many years we've been involved with Challenge Aspen. And that said, if you look up the Bridging Bionics Foundation, and I know Challenge Aspen is involved in Giving Tuesday, they call them, where you give to your favorite nonprofit. And I know I'm double checking to see if Camelot is involved. Camelot is my horseback riding program, by the way, you guys. If and I'll get to that story in a minute. But I know that Challenge Aspen is involved in Giving Tuesday. I know that Bridging Bionics is involved in Giving Tuesday. Now, Bridging Bionics has a exoskeleton, which Danielle and I have both tried. And this exoskeleton, the original one, cost about vehicle down payment. Basically, it cost about a vehicle down payment, and I was waiting I am still waiting for the exoskeletons to come out of PT environments and into the home. But it takes 2 PTs and a lot of hard work to strap it on. But it's interesting because medical technology has been wonderful to both Danielle and I, and of course, snowboarding has been wonderful to both Danielle and I. See, this is why I'm picky when it comes to skiing and snowboarding. So I just want to tell you guys, if you have the opportunity on Tuesday to donate something big or small to either Camelot has a donation page. Challenge Aspen has a donation page. Bridging Bionics has a donation page. I know that Bridging Bionics, and I know that Bridging Bionics may be on Amazon Smile, Amazon Charities. And I know that Challenge Aspen is on Amazon Charities. And so please, 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 please. And Danielle will put the Giving Tuesday stuff in the show notes. So it's Challenge Aspen, Bridging Bionics, and Camelot, because yeah, that's interesting story in itself. Camelot is going to need your help at some point, and the more I talk about it, and it's going to be interesting. And horseback riding always has its interesting challenges. So the more we give to these nonprofits or any nonprofit in general, the grateful recipients on the other end will be ever so grateful. So it's either Camelot, it's either challenge Aspen or Bridging Bionics because, and Danielle, thank you for mentioning that because I forgot about that Giving Tuesday is coming and it's been wild. It's been wild around here and it's ugh. And then you may see a video of me giving a thank you speech to a senator. Yes, you may see a video of me giving a thank you speech to a senator just because for me to get this sound wall and peace of mind, it's taken, well, the sound wall is still not up, but it's taken a good year for ADOT to listen, and I keep wanting to go to CDOT because that's what I'm used to, but ADOT, it's taken a good year for ADOT to listen. So you may see a video of me speaking at a public event and speaking to a senator and just thanking him for all his work. And so that's going to be really fun. And so I hope you guys have a delicious and fun Thanksgiving. I bought myself a 8-pound turkey and it's gonna be me. It's and then he is looking at me like you're nuts. And so it's gonna be me. I wish it wasn't me. I wish I could share it with people, but I can't because I have people coming down after Thanksgiving. Yeah, right. I have people coming down after Thanksgiving, but that's okay. Let the holiday season begin, and I want you guys to be safe, be thankful, and support your favorite podcaster, whether it's me or whether it's someone else. I should do a list publicly of my favorite podcasts because and eliminate my own because it's whether it's me, whether it's someone else, just turn on your smart speakers or turn on your phone and along with the 4 hours of turkeys baking in the oven, you can actually get some binge listening in. And we have a couple of exciting episodes coming up. And with that, I will say thank you for following us and let Danielle say thank you for following us. Then we're out of there, you guys.
Yeah.
What she said. Thank you for following us. And have a happy Thanksgiving, you guys. And let's rock and roll into Thanksgiving and rock and roll into Christmas. And then 2023, here we come. And let's make 2023 an amazing year. And we'll still keep up with the podcast, you guys. And we'll catch you guys later. Bye, you guys.
Bye.